We're back. Manifesto. What are you planning to do? His ankles?
I'm gonna do this whole episode with my eyes closed, okay? So you just tell me the lines and then I'll say them.
I don't think that's gonna work out well at all. I don't think it's good content at all. Well,
if you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And what does that mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard.
What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Facts schmacks. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama.
The recent trial yesterday was sounded a success for the defense once he said facts smacks.
His socks? You can see his socks!
Exactly. However, in this photo, he's a short motherfucker. The Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Hakama up just to walk. Haha! There is only one explanation for this! The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant! Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself. As if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride. What do you mean by that?
I'm high on a lot of PCP.
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all.
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Fight. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not mad on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah. Why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
You know, it's very simple. It's fucking Adrian Andrews.
Adrian,
Still alive.
Adrian Andrews.
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman.
And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short. Short motherfucker. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife. With Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right?
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Carita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Oh my God! Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
All right, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day.
One more day. Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya!
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court!
Fuck, raise an objection to what? Oh shit, alright.
Now then,
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial! You must pass a verdict today!
I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she is not.
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But, we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness.
Ah! Everything was planned out in advance by that man!
Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Anything.
Holy shit.
10-minute episode.
Let's do it.
No.
I bet it gets 5,000 views.
It would never.
I bet it gets 5,000.
5,000 views.
Well, let's do it. We can get 6 today.
We only need 5 today.
Let's do it, man. That's a perfect ending. We're gonna get 5K.
No, we don't need it.
I want to do it just for the bet. I bet you $5,000 it gets 5,000 views.
You don't have 5,000.
You're damn right I don't. But I own 2 Monopoly sets, and between the 2, I think I can mess something up.
I can't believe that Adrian. No way. That cool and collected Adrian Andrews.
She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See? She could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today.
Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impax's missing suicide note, right?
Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impax as her strength and reason to live. But then, Miss Impax suddenly killed herself. Sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it.
Is Juan Carita the victim of this murder?
And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Carita. All to get the suicide note back.
That sounds plausible.
But one thing bothers me. What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impax.
Yes, that's what that says. Is there anything wrong with that?
Well, no, it's just I read it weird and that I just didn't comprehend it for a second there.
It was Edgeworth.
It looks like he's still the one in command of the ship. Don't let your guard down yet. He isn't in command of shit. Because Phoenix claps that ass every fucking time they go at it. He claps that ass, dude.
Alright, then here's the murderer.
Court will now reconvene now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
Give me all the solutions to the puzzles.
Okay. You got it. Alright. So obviously it isn't Adrian Andrews, because that'd just be... It's obvious.
Yeah.
No, I guess it could be. I mean, I don't know who else is even implicated in the case. I mean, at this point, it's like, probably is Adrian Andrews, unless, you know, strangle with a scarf is interesting. You know, what if he actually killed himself? And like, by hanging himself or something, and they just made it look like a murder for whatever reason.
Okay. Alright. Did you read this line?
Huh?
Did you read this line?
Court will now reconvene now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecutor calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. It's Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Carita's room. What is your occupation?
But we also... No, hold on. I'm forgetting a key part of this, which is the killer.
Yeah.
Why does the killer want so badly for On Guard to be found innocent?
Why is that?
Because it can only be either he's trying to protect On Guard, but for that to be the case, they have to implicate someone else. So the killer could have some sort of something against Adrian Andrews. Wants Adrian Andrews to go down. Perhaps someone close to her friend who committed suicide. There's more to this. This is an old-fashioned fucking onion. With lots of layers.
Okay. I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Bad On Guard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim.
Oh, please!
After all, it was a topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I've no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Carita. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was a fry and bait matter. Or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing. Splish smash.
But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that, wink wink, right? I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Poke, poke.
Very well then, with this, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place.
Stab, stab.
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the same exact scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch blades at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints of the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine a witness.
Phoenix. She is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match.
Oh, she's so cool.
She's cool as fuck.
Ugh.
Yes, I know.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing.
Disrupt her pacing?
She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand? Or what if he was like hanging dead and then they used the knife to cut him down, and as his body was coming down, accidentally fucking stabbed him?
Oh, isn't that an unfortunate series of events?
Yeah, series of unfortunate events, bro. Lemony Snicket, shout out, where you at?
Comment below. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room.
And what was Mr. Ongar doing at the time?
He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony.
Mr. Ongar did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes?
Excuse me? It? What are you... Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. You can't make a sensible sentence with a subject. I'll make one for you. Watch.
I'll shove my dick up your ass, Edgeworth. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, right? Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Ongar's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. After that, I went to Juan's room.
And why did you do that?
As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes.
So the show is supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Press further, damn it!
We don't make friends in this business!
Both of these middle fingers! Is that the only reason?
I beg your pardon? What are you implying?
You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So, perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim.
Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time.
Can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess.
Maybe continue now. What did you see when you got to his room? There was his dead body. I was in shock.
You were in shock?
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked.
You fucking simping ass motherfucker.
What's wrong? Right, I have every right to flirt with a beautiful woman.
She's on the fucking stand, you fucking closeted motherfucker.
What else am I going to do?
You know that we're both in love.
I'm a very busy person, right?
Okay, This actually, I'll bring this up now.
Okay.
Surely that the people believe that Phoenix and Edgeworth have a look, like they have this like
Yeah.
this sleeper romance going on, right?
Within this universe,
Yes.
or like within this universe.
Well, maybe not in the universe, but the fandom.
The fandom, 100%.
I mean,
yes.
it's so obvious. You like, I know, like that kind of comes out of like everything. They're like, you know, I actually think Ron and Malfoy are probably in love, and it's like, what? You just want them to be in love. Phoenix and fucking Edgeworth, dude, they got some real sexual tension going on, and it's damn obvious.
It is very purposeful.
There is more of a connection between Phoenix and Edgeworth than there is Phoenix and Mia, Phoenix and Maya, Phoenix and fucking Lotta, Phoenix and fucking anyone, dude. Francisca, like, if they don't fuck, if they don't straight up sword fight by the end of this,
dude,
it
is like rated T game. If they don't have like full on consensual sex,
if they don't make a tea with their cocks, this is a fucking miss.
Oh my god.
No, but okay, so I'm gonna assume that they don't get together in this game, because you know this was the times and whatever.
Yeah.
But is that purposeful? Because like it was.
I think it's very much purposeful.
It's gotta be. They definitely are in love with each other, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I ship Phoenix and Pearl.
Oh god. I was about to be like, yeah, wait a second. Phoenix and Pearl?
Phoenix and Pearl, dude. Oh god, okay.
Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
I see.
What I saw was actually the same exact scene that was in those crime scene photo.
This is the photo you're referring to, correct?
Yes. The one with the knife lodged in his chest.
And the guitar case was like this too?
Yes, it was open and empty, of course. And then, what did you do next with this? I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
Juice?
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
You heard me, bitch. There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Garita, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind. It's no big deal.
What was she starting to say just now? Press further. Miss Andrews! I'm convinced that that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. I'm sorry, flower vase over.
The vase, yes.
For flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor of the crime photo? This massive glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please have this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I was the one who knocked the flower vase over, where it fell onto the guitar case.
Oh, what?
Vase!
Oh, vase, okay.
What kind of flower vase was it?
It was a glass vase. It was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take out Juan's pulse. So I set the glass where I was holding down on the dresser. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase.
That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself. That's what you would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality. It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now.
I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to...
Keep on the offensive and not let up.
The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence.
I have to find something. I just have to. For Maya's sake.
Alright, and we'll go to find that evidence.
Right now! In the next
episode!
Phoenix Wright is Attorney Justice Brawl.
Oh shit, you beat me! Anyway, goodbye.
Bye. Oh, fuck, shit, asshole, damn it.
It's so low, it's so uncomfortable. That laser, I hate it.
It's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.